Hey, listen, I just want to call out one person.
And I hate myself a lot. But you're getting punched in the dick.
There needs to be more Street Shark references.
I say who?
That's funny as hell.
Welcome, everybody,
Everybody.
to the Overcomplicated Podcast.
Where we've mastered the art of saying everything and nothing all at once.
Welcome, everybody, to the Underqualified, to the Overcompensated Podcast. My name is Tyler Firth. I am your host tonight. Our usual host, Cody, is not here. He's with us in spirit.
In spirit.
But he's not physically here. Yeah, so it's me. It's me and my very bestest friend, Rico. Rico, say hi to the internet.
Hi, internet. I'm Rico. And as far as roads, it's like a ghost situation, you know, when we feel him in spirit. Like right now, I'm doing pottery in this chair under the camera, and he's just behind me.
Just molding your hands.
Just molding. Oh, no, I can't do that.
Very few people understand that reference.
Nailed it.
That's it. Oh, that movie's weird. So here's the thing. Here's what I disagree with. Is because Cody actually thinks he's like the new Swayze.
Yeah.
And now you just referenced the Swayze movie, and now he's like, yeah, that's right, I am.
Swayze symptom tingling or pancreatic cancer, whichever one of those.
Hey, Cody? Yeah, Cody, I want you to look at me. You're the Whoopi Goldberg to this, all right? In the movie Ghost, I'm Swayze.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Rico is Demi Moore.
Of course.
And you are the Whoopi Goldberg of this podcast. I want you to understand. I know you're not here to defend yourself, and I don't give a shit. All right? So, now that we've gotten past
here to defend yourself.
Now that we've gotten past that.
How
are you, man?
I'm doing well, you know. It's been a lazy day, and all I've pretty much done is play Halo all fucking day. I did take a break for like an hour, but
So I'm interested. And I'm gonna. So this is Halo Infinite, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so it finally came out.
We talked about it a little bit last week. Now that I'm starting to recall things, they stealth dropped the multiplayer. Like they were doing a live stream, or not a live stream. It was just a stream for Xbox's 20th anniversary, and at the end of the thing, like, oh, and Halo multiplayer's out right now. Like, oh.
Like, and one more thing type of thing?
Yep.
Got it.
One more thing. You can live Master Chief right now. And I am fucking hooked. I don't even do, like, ranked fucking modes. And normally I just go in, quick play, shit like that, you know, and shooters. And I dip my toe into the ranked, you know. I'm gold level 4 right now. You know, I'm not at the top. Onyx is at the top, I think. I'm working my way. My goal is to at least hit platinum. And this is strange for me because I never fucking do this when it comes to online shooters.
Oh, it's got you.
And Halo Infinite motherfucking got me. Holy shit. Whew. This show almost started late because I was like, "Hey, one more match."
It's true. It's true. I was like, "Are you guys ready?" And Cody's like, "I'm not going to make it on." And Rico's like, "I got one more match in me. I got one more in me."
It was such a bummer of a match too because I was all of a sudden it was a ranked match, capture the flag, and everybody on the other dude's team. I'm assuming dude. I don't know. They're all dressed like dude bodies, but everybody left but one guy. So all we did was continue like railing this one dude.
Excuse me?
Yes, railing this one dude, and just we would take turns returning the flag. Like somebody literally dropped it in front of me, like, "Hey, it's your turn to bring the flag."
Wow, that's disrespectful.
It's your turn, bro. We're all gonna take the flag back.
So do you play it on PC?
I do. Competitively, I play on PC. When in like 4 or 5 days, when the story comes out, I'll play it on the Xbox just for like the campaign. Cinematic, looking pretty.
Yeah.
But on PC, got to take advantage of the hardware that I've put too much
Oh
money
my
into.
God. Yeah, way too much money into.
Way too much money.
Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, way too much money into.
Way too much money. Yep.
That's cool.
So competitively, I do it on PC. But when it comes to actual story mode in like 4 or 5 days, I'm gonna be sitting on the couch. Actually, you can't see it, but I actually tried mouse and keyboard on the Xbox just to give it a shot.
How'd that go?
It felt better, but like the input delay on a TV compared to my PC monitor is just like,
Right.
Nope,
Yeah.
that's a no-go.
Yeah, no thank you.
So yeah,
That's
that's
a technical foul.
it is a technical foul. Happy Hanukkah.
All right. Well, would you like to give... So, if anyone's listening or viewing this show, would you like to give them your gamer tag or anything so that they can play with you?
I can do that. Yeah, I'll just put it in the chat,
Yeah, that's fine too.
and I'll also say it out loud. It is Sock Monkey, and this is a gamer tag from like what? It's been 20 years. It has been 20 years since Xbox came out. So I've held on to Sock Monkey.
Let's talk about that.
For 20 years. Oh my god, that was a harsh realization. Sock Monkey.
No, I want to dive into this right now.
Ooh, that was a hard realization just now.
You all got to view this. Oof.
Wow. That's my gamer tag. If you want to do some ranked, eventually when the co-op comes out, if you want to run some games, we'll get it going.
That's awesome.
So how do you want to make me feel bad about 20 years?
That's rough, man. I'm sorry. I have nothing to pick you up from that.
I just realized that.
That's 2001.
Yep. I picked my gamer tag when I had a launch fucking Xbox, the original one with the fucking Duke controller, so
There
big.
it is.
Couldn't
There it
even
is.
the Japanese hate it. Too big. Controller too big.
Nailed it. Nailed
Exactly.
it.
That's what they sounded like back in the day. And when Xbox Live was launched, I chose Sock Monkey. And it was great when you're playing like Call of Duty because you'd hear some like 12-year-old, I fucking hate you, Sock Monkey.
Which is an embarrassing sentence in itself.
And yeah. So I've been holding on to Sock Monkey. Any video game thing, you can find me, Sock Monkey, SockMunkie, because I was elite. And go from there. Yep.
Great.
Tyler plays games too. He's got an Amazon Luna.
I do have an Amazon. As a controller for it.
He's the one person that has a Luna.
No, there's like 3 or 4 of us. I'm trying to get it off the ground. I like it.
Yeah.
It works okay.
Yeah.
That's I don't think Amazon Luna is bad. I think my internet connection might be bad. And it's also like, hey, you remember playing this game on the Xbox 360? Now you can play it on your phone, and you're just like, okay. But at the end of the day, it's like $5 a month. And so that's the shitty thing. That's the shitty thing that these subscriptions have us doing.
Why?
It's like, oh, you just want to pay $5 a month? Too easy. Just give us $5 a month, and you're just like, okay, it's $5. But when you don't use it month in and month out, then it's like 5, 10, 15, 20. And by the end of the year, you spend $120.
I mean, explain to me, Luna. Do you have to purchase games, or
No.
is there like a
No,
everything's available?
You pay into a subscription, right? So the base subscription is Luna Plus.
Okay.
And there's what am I playing? Resident Evil: The Village. And
Good game. Game of the year contender according to the Game Awards.
Sonic Racers.
Shut
up.
No, I don't. Card games are amazing.
I agree.
No matter the content or the character that you're fucking exploding on the fucking screen, card games are amazing.
They're fun. So Sonic. There's Saints Row the Third, which is one of my favorite games of all time.
Those games are so ridiculous, but
I
fun.
love Saints Row the Third, and as soon as that came out, I was so excited. I started playing it immediately. And my wife's like, this is a 360 game. I was like, yes! And it's the best one that they've ever put out. I love that game so much. So you pay for an Amazon or a Luna Plus subscription. And then additionally, you can play for an Ubisoft Plus.
Okay.
So you can get all the new Ubisoft releases. So like when the newest Assassin's Creed came out, you could have that day one. When Far Cry came out, you could have that day one. I don't pay for that.
Okay.
Because I've played Ubisoft games, and they're all fucking the same.
They are all the same.
So,
ridiculous.
I'm not going to pay an additional, like, $10, $15 a month for it. I like my subscription. You know, it's $5, $6 to play these games. I play them when I want. I don't play them when I don't want to.
Right.
And that's it. You know, I can play it on my laptop. I can play it on my TV. I can play it on my fucking phone. It's great, and I have a little controller for it. The controller feels really good. And that's it. You know, like I don't mind playing older games.
Yeah.
Or it's a lot of independent games too. But I like it. It's for me. I don't love video. I don't need to be on the cutting edge of technology, right?
But you are though, because you're in the cloud already. This is you've reached full saturation. You're in the cloud already.
You're right. I am Robin Williams in AI. Do you understand that? Haley Joel Osment wants to be like me. I think that was the point of that movie. You and I are the only ones who get this reference.
Yes. I don't hate cloud gaming at all. Google sent me this one thing for fucking free, and that was kind of cool. For the fucking Google Stadia fucking controller thing.
What do you think of it?
It works pretty well.
Okay.
I don't use it often. My son used to use it for the Monster Jam video game all the fucking time.
Obviously for Monster Jam. Duh.
I do. You know, because I do have Game Pass for PC and Xbox, it includes the fucking cloud gaming there too. I do use that occasionally to try a game or get, they got these little challenges like play this game and you get like 50 points or some shit like that. So I'll just turn it on my phone and then like back out of it. So I get the credit for turning it on. I like cloud gaming. Would I play Halo multiplayer cloud gaming? Hell no.
Obviously not.
No.
Obviously not.
It's got to be a native situation.
But and that's what I love is here's these single player experiences like Resident Evil or like Saints Row, right? And I don't have to have a console.
Yeah.
I have, and this is extra. You don't need this.
Okay.
Right? But like you just have to have a Fire Stick or the app downloaded on your computer, or I have it actually downloaded on my Fire, my Fire tablet, and it's great with a decent internet connection. I enjoy playing video games just right there.
Yeah.
As someone who doesn't need to be on the cusp of video gaming.
That's how they got you, though. They gave you this low hassle fucking situation.
Yes, they
You'd be
did.
like, oh, okay. I can just get a controller and the game just works.
Yes, and they're speaking to me. I am the Nintendo child. Like I have my Switch, and everyone's like, oh, and what else do you have? I was like, nothing. Why else would you need anything else? I have Switch. And I have
I hate the Switch equal to the amount that you love the Switch.
That's incredible. Because one, Nintendo, if you're listening, holler at your boy. Two, Amazon, holler at your boy, all right? Like, give me that Ubisoft or something for free, because I think this is that first step into cloud gaming, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's working okay.
Yeah, I mean it's got ways to go, but it is
people,
usable now. Though it wasn't
Correct.
usable.
Correct.
Let's say like 10 years ago when companies tried to do it, and it was
Yes.
like, whoa, this shit just doesn't work.
It
Now
does
it's actually
not work.
usable.
Yes, and the more people use it, the more companies are going to go, oh, okay, this is a viable way of producing video games.
Yeah.
Let's all get on board, and I'm for it. Like, I love the way Amazon got into video gaming. They're just like, we're not going to create a console, right? We're not going to create a box. You already have Fire Stick TVs. Here's a controller. Here's an Xbox-like controller.
That's better than the Google one. The Google one is like the shape of an Xbox, but the stupid stick placement of a PlayStation. I hate that.
I am not being paid by this. This controller is good. Like, it's hefty. It fits your palm. I'm not being paid by this, by the way. It's a good controller. So.
I believe in cloud gaming. It is certainly usable. It's certainly an option now. I use it. I wouldn't say regularly, but occasionally I'll throw in a game on like I said, to try out a game or to get a quest. Hell, I didn't pay for the battle pass on Halo because I just did the fucking quests on Game Pass, and it fucking gave me a $10 credit. I was like, there you go.
Hell yeah. That's what I like. Exactly. Make your games work for your consumers. Don't punish. Hey, don't do what EA's done for the last 5 fucking years.
Oh my god. I think I don't play Madden anymore.
Me neither.
But I think like last year they were like just give us like $20 for a roster update instead of like buying.
Jesus.
Instead of buying another game, hey, just give us like $20 for a roster update. I don't know.
That is the most. That's the most like.
That's very EA.
That's so.
That was actually them being magnanimous, if I'm using that word.
Are you kidding me? That's the type of person. That's like a whore in a deep black alley. That's just like, hey man, for $20, I'm gonna jerk you off. Hey, for just $20, I'm gonna get you to come. And you're just like, yeah, I like coming. Like, here's $20, I like to come. And then you finish. That's the most EA shit I've ever heard. It's like EA's just like a dirty alley hooker. I like how I just tried to put my name out there for Amazon to sponsor me and Ubisoft, but EA can just lick the brownest part of my asshole. Like, I don't want your sponsorship.
EA's having it tough right now. Battlefield came out. It runs like trash. The studio had left. They brought in the guy from Respawn, which was the guy from Call of Duty. So Battlefield in the future will be more like Call of Duty, maybe?
They're a bad company.
Battlefield.
They're a bad company. EA is a bad company, right? Yeah.
Yeah. The only one worse than them right now is Activision Blizzard, which,
I'm not ready to touch on that yet. No, that's a different show. Because they sexually assault their employees.
And then threaten to kill their assistants.
Yep.
I'm sure it was a joke, right, Bobby? And
Nope. So that's we didn't talk about this, but like the video game industry lately has become such a moneymaker, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like the video games are like, you remember the movie with Leo DiCaprio, The Wolf of Wall Street? And they were like, figuring out like how to make so much money on Wall Street.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the video game industry lately. It's like, we have so much money available. Everybody loves playing video games. It's not just the nerds, right?
No, it's everyone now.
And it's everybody. The market is available. And then it opened up, and there was so much money available, and all of these people just turned into fucking cunts. Like, if you owned an industry, you turned into a fucking asshole. And you just did whatever you wanted. Without, because you were like, what are they going to do? I run this video game company. And the rest of the world would go, I don't give a fuck. Don't touch that person. But that's just me.
No, I understand what you're saying. The video game industry, they've been untouchable for quite some time, and well, in certain respects, but
well, it's time they get touched.
Yeah, everyone touched them.
You hear me?
I hear you.
Touch the video game company. I don't know.
No, I don't know. Speaking of touching, or not touching, allegedly.
Oh my god! I don't know where he's going, but I know where he's going.
You brought up in the chat. This was maybe 4 hours ago, fresh off the fucking presses here. What happened to what is it, Luigi Cuomo? I called these guys the Super Mario Brothers of fucking sexual harassment.
Don't call him that. Don't call him Luigi. Somebody called him that in some like restaurant 4 years ago, and he gets really upset. He compared being called Luigi as an Italian American
to the N
to being called the N-word as an African American. That's the mentality of this certain individual. This certain individual we're talking about is Chris Cuomo, who has now been fired. He has now been fired by CNN. He was suspended about 4 or 5 days ago, and they were doing an investigation, and then he is fired as of today because he's a cock. I think
it turns out he's a piece of shit too.
Yes.
Even Fox News tried to frame it as, oh, he's just as a reporter, he's compromised by helping his brother try to get through these situations. He should not be helping his brother and reporting the news. How can he report on sexual harassment in the future without being compromised? This guy's probably a fucking piece of shit too.
So here's the fun thing. Here's what happened.
Uh-huh.
All right. He was part of these phone calls while his brother was getting sued to lose his office, and they incorporated Chris Cuomo into being like, here's how you skew the news network, right? Because I'm part of the news network. And so he helped his brother, who had multiple accounts of sexual harassment against him.
Jesus.
And his brother, and I get it. Oh, hold on. And his brother, who was like the fucking main event of CNN nighttime.
Dude, I saw that.
Help him out. and then they did their little banter back and forth. And then when he was found guilty, Andrew Cuomo, that is, when Chris Cuomo was like, "Hey man, I'm just a journalist, right? What do I know?" And then all this comes out, and he gets fired.
Yep.
Because obviously, he tried to help his brother.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the end of that. I'm going to tell you anything. If my brother was a governor, I would obviously try to help him. If my brother was a governor who was sexually harassing people, I might want to distance myself from that type of piece of shit. I'm just throwing it out there. Rico, your thoughts?
I can, from a family perspective, I can understand why he did what he did. However,
support your family.
This isn't the Mario Brothers on the streets of fucking, I don't know, the Peach Kingdom, whatever the fuck it's called.
Goomba Town or some shit? Yeah.
Goomba Town. When
they got down there? Yeah. Are we talking about original Mario Brothers movie?
Yeah, we got
with John Leguizamo?
We got to talk to HR real quick. Okay, Goomba Town does play. It's a place in a movie.
It's a little character in Mario called a Goomba. All right?
But you're absolutely correct. He should have.
You can also call Italian Americans Goombas and I don't know if they like it, if they don't like it. There's
Just don't-
worse names. There's worse names to call Italian Americans.
Like Luigi, apparently.
You know, or someone who helps their brother cover up sexual harassment.
Dude.
But that's okay.
Bad stuff. Bad stuff.
No, but the thing is, he did. I can't blame him, right?
But no, you continue your thought, then I'll go.
I can blame him for being this person who CNN said, "Hey, man, at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock or whenever his show played, you're gonna be the mainstay of CNN." And he did his thing, and he did a good job, right? And at the same time, his brother is governor of New York. Now, you want to talk about New York politics? That's a completely different story.
It's all trash.
Because New York politics is amazing. Read and educate yourself about New York politics. Oof! It's disgusting.
Okay,
So
I didn't
the
know you were
fact that-
going for a second there.
Oh, it's so dirty. It's so dirty. But the fact that Andrew Cuomo is governor, not a surprise. The fact that his kid brother then gets like the star spot on CNN, not a surprise. And the fact that they help each other out, of course. But once so many things come across against Cuomo, Andrew Cuomo, and then his brother's trying to support his brother.
Right.
And I completely understand that.
That's understandable. But you done fucked up, boy.
You have to understand the position that you're in too. Like, I respect it, man. Like you hung your neck out there for your brother, and it failed, and you lost your job because of it.
Felt bad.
But
Fired.
hey, man, you went out there and you swung for the fences for your brother, and I dig it. You know, because at the end of the day, that's what he did.
Yeah.
He risked his job
Yeah.
to help his brother out. Now, his brother probably shouldn't have been helped out because he's kind of a piece of shit.
Definitely a piece of shit.
But I get supporting your family.
Yeah. I'm with you there. What I'm interested in, however, so they hired a law firm to do this investigation before that led to his firing, and they just said additional details came up, which immediately resulted in him being fired. But they haven't put out what the additional details are yet.
Well, no, and they're not going
That's
to.
that's the juicy
They're
bit.
not, dude. They're not going to. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
They were just sexually
It's
harassing people
CNN.
together.
Nope. CNN is just going to go. We found some more shit out. He's fired. He might get a job on, I don't know, Cheddar TV or some shit
Cheddar
like
TV.
that. I don't know. That exists on the internet.
He can start his own YouTube channel. There you go.
Chris.tv. I've actually already GoDaddied that, and you need to pay me for it.
Yes, makes sense. Happened to Meta too. Facebook changed their name to Meta. Some dude already owned that, and he was like, "You're gonna have to give me $20 million to have that website name."
And guess what? They paid him $20 million.
I'm sure they did.
Meta went, I don't care.
Just 20?
Are you kidding me?
We make more than that whenever Rico scrolls through Facebook on his phone.
I'm so tired of having Rico look at snake-tongued women or whatever it is that you keep sending me.
I don't send them anymore.
No, you don't. It's been like 2 years.
I'll mark it on my calendar to send you another one soon.
Good. I missed them. But
Sorry.
yeah,
your boy-
it's crazy, right? Like Andrew Cuomo, probably a piece of shit. Chris Cuomo, I'm not saying he's a piece of shit, and I don't beseech him for helping his brother out. But he put his career on the line, and he lost,
Hey, fuck
and
games.
that's fine.
Sometimes you play, you win. Sometimes you play, you lose. He lost this time.
Yeah, he did.
He'll
Guess
start
what?
He'll start a YouTube channel. He'll be fine.
That's what I'm saying. What's that dude from MSNBC, Brian Williams? What did he said like the N-word or something like that?
I'm not.
And they threw him on MSNBC where no one found him, and then he went and made a name for himself. I don't think he said the N-word. No, he lied. He lied about being in. He lied about being in the war. He was like there. Yeah. He was like, there I was in Afghanistan.
No shit.
Getting shot by Osama bin Laden himself. Yeah, he said some dumb shit, and then they're like, Brian, you weren't there. And he's
It
like,
is live,
did I?
Kyle Fartenhouse.
Excuse me.
Here, do I have to like? Do I have to like hold up a fucking sign with the date and fucking time like they do on fucking Reddit and shit?
No. So, I don't know.
He must be talking to you. He's asking about if we're like a bodybuilder. If one of us is a bodybuilder.
This is the only time I get out of the gym. For this
Hey,
podcast, and then I go back in.
look at those guns.
You see these?
Street legal, of course. You know, he has a permit. It's okay.
Exactly, bro. Do you get this? Do you think
I love the name Kyle Fartenhouse, by the way. That's I like it.
Name. It's a good name.
What else is going on? We now the Cuomo bros are in trouble. I know I put some show notes out. Oh, okay. The Ghislaine Maxwell trial has started.
Oh, did you know that, Internet? Because no one would have known that actual trial has started.
Yeah, I know. Nobody's worried. Omicron is out. Conveniently.
Exactly. Omicron is out.
Omicron Percy I ate.
I fucking hate the world we live in.
Uh-oh. Kyle Fartenhouse says she's being framed. And she's innocent. You know what? Her lawyers would agree, Kyle Fartenhouse. Her lawyers.
It's true. It's true.
They framed Epstein as basically James Bond. And her as like Jesus or something from the.
You know that classic situation of when James Bond meets Jesus?
Yes. I love that movie. I kind of love this dude. He throws
What?
the all the time. I'm just if you listen to her lawyers, they're listen, Kyle Fartenhouse. I'm not the jury. I don't know that she's guilty. That's going to happen in that courtroom.
It's true.
So you don't got to defend her. It's okay, but it's just super weird that. They're just pointing the fingers out at everybody else. So like the Clintons, like they leaked the flight map, which is just like flights straight from the island to California, New York to the fucking island, Florida to the fucking island, everything. Oops, we leaked that. American Airlines, they just.
Just drop that shit. I can't believe that for the last how many weeks we were talking about the Rittenhouse trial, right?
Yes.
And then this woman, who is the coworker of Theo Epstein,
Sidekick,
and she's still alive. She's still alive.
She somehow made it. She didn't get super COVID, and she hasn't gotten Omicron yet.
Well, get ready.
Get ready.
It's barely being reported on.
Well, you can't have a mutual friend of ours. He's like, there's no video coverage. Federal court cases, you can't have cameras going.
I understand.
So that I know you understand. That's just general education for the audience. Hey, stop flexing, my guy. And oh my God, stop! I can only get so aroused. gosh. Monty, handle your boy.
Go on.
It's that's just where we're at. Like the biggest, potentially, allegedly, the biggest case. I don't know, maybe of the last fucking 10 years, and nothing is coming out besides little
No
leaks.
one is reporting on it.
No one. They're not even reporting on the Waukesha dude. The dude who says he feels like he's being demonized after fucking just deciding to, just drive his fucking SUV through a fucking parade.
Yep.
This is super weird.
He's the victim. And that's the thing that I'm really having a hard time understanding. Why are we sitting there going like, these people murdered people, right?
Uh-huh.
That's what they did. And they're going, hey, let's get their story.
They're getting that story. I mean, his mom
I'm
said that he's a victim of just not being able to get the mental help that he needed.
Which is 1,000% true, because that's the problem with shooters. It has nothing to do with gun control. It has everything to do with mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Right.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care if you're left-leaning or right-leaning.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Not wrong at all. We have this, what was this one with the kid yesterday that they just fucking picked up his parents? The kid that it was in Colorado. I don't even fucking remember. There was more coverage of the manhunt for his parents than there was of the school shooting, which is surprising. Normally, school shootings they just fucking plaster that shit everywhere.
They just
Super weird. Super weird. If you look at, I find myself on Twitter more and more these days.
Oh, don't. It's disgusting.
It's absolutely disgusting. Every MSNBC, every fucking 2 minutes is a Kyle Rittenhouse fucking thing. Now he's going to melt down the AR-15 used. You know what? There's probably some bad memories associated with that. I don't blame him. Just remake it with new parts.
He did shoot 2 people. Oh no, I'm sorry. He shot 3 people, killed 2.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Where are you at on the news cycle? Like, what? Because I find myself just getting fucking like mad, dude.
I cannot watch the regular news because the way that they tell me the way it is so fucking disgusting. It's this Kyle Rittenhouse thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he's racist. He's a killer.
Shot
and
white
then
people.
he gets not guilty on everything, right?
Yeah.
And then everybody has he's oh, are you kidding me? The justice system is broken. I don't know I don't know who to satisfy here. I don't know who to talk to. Do I talk to the Black Lives Matter because the white guy got away with shooting other white people? Who's upset here? Like, I don't understand. Hanukkah just started, so Shabbat Shalom. I do not understand who is upset and who's happy. I don't understand who wants what anymore. I don't get it anymore. And that's where everybody else needs to pull their head out of their ass. Because if I don't get what's happening in the world, no one does. And then you're going to get some asshole who doesn't understand shit and he reacts wrong.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to get some hick who's like, I have my AR-15. And you're like, cool, you're allowed to have that. And then they're going to get some hippie who's bust in from Portland and who goes, oh, I have a Molotov cocktail in my hand. And then
I was
that
just busted
asshole,
from Chaz.
I have that asshole who shoots the guy who has a Molotov cocktail. And everyone's like, oh my God, guns kill people. And you're like, you know what else kills people? Molotov cocktail. But he didn't get a chance to use it because AR-15 guy used it first. And I'm not
I
saying...
would argue the statistics
Please.
from people dying from Molotov cocktails are significantly less than
Yeah! Because AR-15 guy shoots him in the fucking face! That's not
And
true.
then he drops a Molotov cocktail on himself.
That's not true. Yeah, exactly.
Then that adds to the 0.0001%
I get it.
of
Like,
Molotov deaths.
how many deaths are being caused by ARs, right? 1%, 2%?
It's in a lot of the gun violence situations, it's usually handguns. But no
It's
one ever
almost
says
always.
Yeah. No one ever says let's remove handguns. We just go after ARs cuz they sound bad.
Because AR stands for automatic rifle.
It stands for amazing rifle something.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. If you disagree with what AR stands for, you're racist. Because
You are.
Rico's brown.
I am.
Yeah.
Very.
Rico's very brown.
Super brown.
But like, that's the type of shit. Oh.
It's absolutely insane. It's
The world around us is really insane.
and is it I find myself like questioning, obviously, the people before me, my elders, I'm sure they reached this point in their lives where things had changed so much
No.
around them.
No. I don't think anyone has come to this point. I honestly don't. I don't think anyone has come to the point of AOC being in government and
queen.
these hippie fucking kids.
Remember when hippies are cool?
No, I don't. I literally don't. And these assholes who just think they can do whatever they want and you can't touch them because the laws on there. Like, you know what should happen? I want these students who just stand up in class and go, "You can't touch me because I'm a student." And I want some teacher to just walk around their desk and just slap them down on the ground
Pimp slap.
and tell them, "You're not shit. You mean nothing in the grand scheme of anything. You will not grow up to be anything. I cannot wait until you take my Jack in the Box drive-in order." All right? Do you understand that? That's what you're going to grow up to be because of your attitude towards the rest of the world.
It's absolutely insane. It's
It's
scrolling and just seeing, like, you have people like Sarah Silverman, right? And she put out in a podcast, I'm assuming recently, how the country should just split. There should be USA 1, which could be the fucking conservative people, and USA 2. And she said, we'll gladly give them number one because conservatives want to be number one. So fuck it. They can have one, and we'll have USA 2, and we'll be partners, but we won't be like a part of each other. Is that at the point where we're at, where our country just has to fucking just split?
So I am not going to sit here and say that the new Civil War is coming or anything like that. It's not. It's
No,
not.
this wasn't a Civil War thing. It's just like
But yes, there are people. There are people on both sides. I'm not just picking on the left. I'm picking on the right too. There are people on both sides who cannot. They can't live with the other side
Yeah.
because they're so far off the other side. And I don't understand that. I don't, because I'm very right wing, right? I'm a Republican. I'm conservative.
I'm brown. So obviously I
Yes.
So obviously
He is
I
brown.
think differently.
But if someone was to sit down with me and say, "Hey, Tyler, I voted for Joe Biden. I am a liberal. I think we should expand the Supreme Court to 9 justices and blah blah blah," I'd be like, "Great. I disagree with everything you're saying. What I'd love to do is put a microphone in front of you and talk to you about it. I want that conversation.
I think we should have that conversation on the show one day.
But people don't want that conversation. And that's what I think is so important.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I think what I'm not saying like us on a very low margin, but like Joe Rogan is doing that, right? Mm-hmm. You know, the second most popular podcast on the internet.
After the underqualified never compensated, obviously.
You have people who are engaging with someone who's like, I disagree with you. I want Mike Huckabee, right, to talk to Elon Musk or some shit. You know, I want these disagreements. They have to happen. Right. I need people to discuss things and go, hey, we don't agree, but I get what you're saying. I'm so fucking tired of people saying, I don't agree with you, so you're my enemy. No one's your enemy, you stupid fuck.
You're not that important.
You're not! You are so small! No one gives a shit. Nancy Pelosi doesn't give a shit about you.
No, she doesn't.
Right?
She pretends she does.
Guess who else doesn't give a shit about you?
And do Wakanda forever just for your fucking votes, but
Mitch McConnell doesn't give a shit about you.
Fuck about you.
He doesn't give a shit about you.
Nothing.
You know who actually gives a fuck about you? People like me. People like Rico. Mm-hmm. Right? Like people who actually have a political... I'm not saying we have a voice because we're on the internet. I don't give a shit about that. Yeah. But like... Yeah.
We're running for office. This is where we just fucking...
That's fair. Well, first of all, I've said some ridiculous shit and I can't run for office.
I'm still going to do it.
But like... We all give a shit about every single one of you. Yeah. If you're like, oh, I believe that... Insert ridiculous leftist shit here. Right? Like... I disagree with you wholeheartedly. I never want you to stop saying that ridiculous leftist shit. You know what the problem with is ridiculous leftist shit? You want to stop me for saying what I feel.
That's my problem. So yep. I find myself occasionally as I'm scrolling through Twitter, as I'm seeing through these things, listening to news stories, and people want to shut other people up instead of inviting a dialogue. Yep. Now, what happens when you just shut people up? They have to bottle that up, and then they meet like-minded people, and what they feel that they can share those feelings with that they can't share with somebody else. And that's how you get really bad situations.
Yes.
So instead of trying to fucking censor people, this sounds dumb. I acknowledge this.
Engage.
If someone's fucking racist, let them fucking talk. And
absolutely.
Then at that point, you actually have an opportunity to have a valid discussion. And maybe 1% of their fucking mindset might change because they were allowed to fucking vent. They were allowed to fucking talk. Yep. They weren't made to fucking hide because, as I said, when these people are forced to hide, they find other like-minded people that they're going to say the same bullshit with.
And it's an echo chamber.
It's a fucking fact, and why do I got to think about this on a fucking random fucking basis? Like, how do other people not fucking understand this? I know you do.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Give people an opportunity to fucking talk. You can only help change their mind while they're talking. If they have to hide who they are, they're never going to change their mind.
Nope.
That's a fucking fact.
And that's what no one wants to do, is they don't want to listen.
No.
I don't care if you're accepting or anything like listen. You know what the most not only are you sitting there and you're engaging, you're making eye contact, right? Mm-hmm. You're going, I hear you. And they're going, okay, like this person actually gives a shit. Like, no, you're not going to convince me that such and such race or such and such religion is bad. You're not going to do it. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hear you out.
Yes. Because that's the way it should be. The country, look, guys, it was founded on free speech. I mean, revisionist history, those who win the war fucking create history or whatever. we still have free speech, but we're at a point where we're just like saying, you can't fucking talk. You cannot be who you are. You're not engaging in a dialogue that might be healthy. You're making someone feel marginalized.
Yes. Yes. Perfect.
I don't know. That's my thought process on that.
I don't have anything to add to that. That was good.
That got serious for a second.
Yeah. Fuck it.
What else was on the show notes here? I apologize.
I don't know. This is not going to be a long show, y'all.
Yeah, that's true. We've got 10 minutes left. And okay, real quick, hot shots. Ready?
Let's do it.
Baldwin. This motherfucker said he's not responsible. The gun just went off by itself.
Because he didn't pull the trigger.
But he did, allegedly, so I don't get fucked up.
I don't know. I have no idea.
The hammer struck.
Yup, that's true.
I mean, the bullet didn't just get, like, fucking hungry and be like, oh, God. Oh, God. I found my way into this fucking gun, and I'm going to get some blood today. No, the fucking thing didn't do that. It's an inanimate object. Bullets don't kill people without people pulling a trigger or hitting the fucking hammer.
Exactly.
It's just an object. Here,
this
is a fucking remote. If I throw it at somebody's head, it's not going to kill them, but it'll hurt. But the remote didn't fucking throw itself.
Rico?
Yep.
I'm going to try to put this in a way that we don't get in trouble.
Okay.
Triggers don't pull themselves.
No.
Hammers don't release themselves.
Hua.
Probably the individual who was holding the weapon did something to release the bullet.
We've covered this on a previous show, but I believe, allegedly, that he pointed the gun, allegedly, and said, if I have to do this scene again, I'll fucking kill you. Something to that effect. That's a rumor. I'm only reporting on a rumor. And that's I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I definitely know guns don't just fire themselves.
No, they don't.
Especially revolvers.
Especially prop guns.
Yeah. Well, they were real guns.
And then we get into that whole thing, which is a real gun, but it doesn't work this way. And then you take a real gun, and then you trigger it this.
They should have put a BFA on it. Just ruin all immersion. Just put a fucking BFA on it.
Put on a safety belt and a BFA. All right? Or else you're asking for it.
Yeah. That's where we're at on the Baldwin thing. Also, Juicy.
Oh, hold on. Nope. Take me down first. I have to go do something. Take me down first. Entertain the people. I'll be back in a minute.
I'm very
No. I literally cannot right now.
That's why you should have peed before the show. All right, fine. I'm Rico, and my other show note was Jesse Smollett, the guy who claimed MAGA dudes at let's say 2:00 in the morning. They decided to attack him. They had bleach ready in the middle of a fucking snowstorm. And he claimed these MAGA bros just went to town on him. And it was a hate crime. And when you had lots of people just jumping in. Because honestly, if it was a hate crime, fuck yeah. Makes sense. This is unacceptable. But he hired people. He basically created a show. He hired people in order to create this moment. He practiced it and just made this situation. I don't get why this was so necessary. He was in a hit show on Fox, Empire. Hell, I watched the fuck out of Empire. Like, it took me a couple of years, but then I binged it. Empire was fun. It got kind of weird. But Tyler's back. But as soon as I find my mouse, where is it? There it goes. Fuck it. There we go. But this guy created and orchestrated a whole fucking scene to be like anti-Trump. I
Do you
was
know what he
attacked
did?
because I'm black. I was attacked because I'm homosexual.
His story was he was coming home at like 2:30 a.m.
Yes.
from a Subway sandwich shop, which
Yeah,
is not open at
sometimes.
that time,
Sometimes you
in
gotta get Subway.
Chicago during a polar fucking crazy storm. It is negative 40 outside of Chicago.
It was
right?
raining polar bears.
It literally might have been raining polar bears. Like, if you go back to this and you go back to how cold it was outside when he said he was attacked,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. And he's coming home from Subway.
And he ran into these white people with
Yep.
MAGA hats and bleach.
Mega. Yep. And they poured bleach on him, and they put a noose around his neck,
I
and
forgot the
none
noose.
of that. None
It's
of that.
very
happened.
important.
None of
it.
that happened. None of it.
was
He actually
all-
hired the people that attacked him. They got arrested. They flipped on him.
Flipped
He then got,
so hard.
He then got fired from
They did
Empire.
a triple Lindsay. And fucking
He got fired from the show that he was trying to get a better contract deal from.
yeah.
And now the great state of Illinois and
my God.
the terrible city of Chicago is suing him because of the amount of money that he made them spend investigating this.
I'm just surprised Lori Lightfoot hasn't just given him a pardon.
Oh my God. I'm not allowed to talk about Lori Lightfoot.
This is on paper, you can.
She's so terrible. She's so bad at her job. Like, here's my thing about politicians. It's like you find politicians who are so bad at their job, and you're like, if you worked at Walmart, you'd be fired day one. And yet, there she
How'd you
is.
fuck up greeting?
How do you do
Welcome
that?
to Walmart. Fuck you.
And you're like, you work at Target, you stupid bitch, and you don't understand it. And yet there she is with her fucking forehead that you could project a goddamn drive-in movie on.
She's got big dreams.
I don't care what she has. And all she does, as soon as anybody criticizes her, she's like, it's because I'm a woman. It's because I'm black. It's because I'm gay. No, it's because you're a bad politician. It doesn't
gay?
matter about It doesn't
Did not know
matter.
Don't
No, you
care
don't.
about it.
It doesn't matter about all these things that you identify as. You identifying as all these things doesn't matter at how bad you are at your job. It doesn't matter. And that's what people need to realize. I'm not criticizing you because you're a woman. I'm not criticizing you because you're black. I'm criticizing you because you're so fucking terrible at your fucking job. That's what it takes to... And they won't. They won't. And that's what... Oh, they're so bad at. They're so bad. Everybody just wants to play the victim. You just want to play the victim.
Everyone.
You say I'm so bad at this because of this. No. I say you're bad at Joe Biden. Right?
Oh, he's so great. Tell me about Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
Old Joey Boombox. Friend of the show.
Joe Biden is not a very good president.
What? Wait.
Yep.
No, wait.
No, it's true.
He
It's true.
He only has like a 36% approval rating or something like that.
Joe Biden has
36% is pretty good. It
Joe
could be
Biden-
zero.
It could be. It could be. It's about to be. Joe Biden has no idea what he's doing.
Yes, I think he's got an idea. He's been in politics for like 74 years.
It's true.
And he's only 79, so he got in young. It was his birthday a
It's
couple
true.
weeks ago.
It's true.
And listen, he's doing the best he can. He's not Trump, right? So that must mean he's good.
No. He's
No!
definitely...
I don't want to hear what
definitely
you're
not
saying
Trump.
because it differs from what I'm saying.
He's not... Joe Biden is not Donald Trump. Correct.
That's a fact. He is not.
These are...
You heard it here first. That's the biggest fact on fucking Uno, the underqualified and overcompensated podcast. Joe Biden is not or never has been Donald Trump.
We'll see you next week.
We didn't get to Lauren Boebert and Iman fucking whatever the fuck. And yeah, I had nothing on that. Close us out. Take us home.
Hey, listen, y'all. So, this week, Rico and I wanted to get on board. We're going to talk about some dumb shit. And if you listen, if you're listening, if you're watching us, I hope you agree. I hope you disagree. You know, engage with us.
For real.
We're on Facebook. We're on fucking Twitter. That fucking graveyard of a website.
Ah!
It's just
Sorry.
talk to us. It's fine. Talk to us. Engage with us. Like this. Dislike us. I don't give a shit. I think the best part of the show is when our audience talks to us.
Yeah.
So we're trying to build our audience so that we have people to talk to. So
Maybe next week we'll discuss how the new CEO of Twitter just hates white people.
Stay tuned. Rico,
Yes?
say goodbye to the internet.
Guten Nacht, Internet.
Goodbye, internet.